to my live stream. My name is Francis, and this is Cook with Chef Francis, live on YouTube. So today, my friends, I'm gonna be making a very lovely soup, called the cream of asparagus soup. And of course, in French, it is called Crème d'Asparagus. Hope I pronounced that very well. So it's called Crème d'Asparagus. Of course, in English, it's called cream of asparagus soup. So my friends, I'm gonna thank you all watching me from all over the world, and of course from Japan, I'm gonna say arigato. And of course from my Filipino friends from Philippines, I'm gonna say salamat po. And of course for my friends from Romania, I'm gonna say multimex. And of course all over the world, merci, thank you. So my friends, watch me from all over the world. I'm really happy to be here today, to make another lovely soup. So if you check my playlist, you're gonna find I've made different type of soup of the day, and of course, the last video, the last live stream was on how to make, a carrot and butter bean soup. Of course, that was a puree soup, very nice, looks colorful. So I made that 2 days ago, and of course, I'm gonna make a wonderful soup again. And of course, if you watch my video on how I made, the vegetable stock, I made a vegetable stock, and of course, I'm gonna use that stock again to make my lovely asparagus soup. And of course, you can check my playlist on my stock, my stock playlist, my soup of the day playlist. You're gonna find, how I made the stock, and of course, how I made different kind of soup. I make cauliflower soup and the rest. So today I said I'm gonna be making the asparagus soup, and of course I'm gonna tell you the recipes now. So I'm gonna get started, my friends. So my friends, for today's soup, we're gonna be using the bouquet garni, but of course if you don't want to use a bouquet garni, you could just leave that, and of course just add the bay leaf in it. So my friends, I'm gonna tell you the recipes. Of course, we need 10 basic recipes to make our lovely asparagus soup. What we need onion. Of course, we need onion. We need to sweat our onion, in butter or olive oil or sunflower oil. Whatever oil you like, you can sweat the onion right in there. Of course, if you love garlic, you can add garlic. Garlic is optional, but I'm gonna be adding garlic. I'm gonna sweat my onion with garlic, and of course, I'm gonna be using celery, my asparagus, stock trimmings, and of course, I'm gonna be using it's called cream of asparagus soup. So I'm gonna be adding milk, and of course, I'll be using vegetable stock, seasoning. I'm gonna correct my seasoning, of course, salt and pepper, black pepper. That's gonna be alright for me, and of course, we're gonna make a wonderful, cream of asparagus soup. So my friends, I'm gonna get started now. I said my name is Francis, and this is Cook with Chef Francis, live on YouTube, making it on YouTube. My friends, if this is your first time watching my lovely channel, and you've not yet subscribed to the channel, please click the subscribe button, turn on the bell, and of course, you're not gonna miss the latest from Cook with Chef Francis, live on YouTube. Thank you very much. So now I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna, my knife as a chef, you need to, before you start, cooking, you need to set up your station, and of course, I want my knife sharp. So I'm gonna do that now, So I have my knife wallet. So I'm gonna I need to sharpen my knife straight away. You don't want to use a blunt knife to work. So I'm gonna, sharpen my cook's knife. I want it actually sharp. So I'm gonna sharpen it with my steel. Of course, my stone. I'll use my stone first, and of course my wet stone, and later I'm gonna use my steel. I want it very sharp. So it's almost sharp now. So now I'm gonna flip that over and finish up with the other side. Yeah, there you go, my friends. Now I'm gonna put that away. So now, my friends, I'm gonna finish up with my steel. I'll sharpen my knife with my steel now. I want it nice and sharp. Nice and sharp, my friends. Nice and sharp. So I'm done with that now. My knife is ready. What next, my friends? Now I'm gonna quickly, start making my lovely soup of the day, called the asparagus soup, the cream of asparagus soup. And in French, I said it's called Crème Asparagus. So now I'm gonna get started straight away. So that's my lovely knife ready. So I'm gonna pop my asparagus right on the table. Asparagus, milk, onion, I'll be using a little bit of garlic, and of course olive oil. You can use butter if you want to. Of course, I'll be using olive oil, and I'll need a little bit of flour as well to thicken the soup. Flour. Of course, I need celery sticks. Celery sticks. And of course, I need my scale to weigh my ingredients. So I need about 10 ingredients: salt and black pepper. I love using sea salt, so I put my sea salt right in there. Pepper, of course, black pepper. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we need flour to thicken, milk, it's cream. So crème or cream. In French, it's called crème. So that's cream, milk, and asparagus, celery sticks, onion, olive oil. So that's our lovely ingredient. Of course, my stock is right there in the fridge. So I have a vegetable stock. You can use chicken stock if you want to. So my vegetable stock is in the fridge. So I'll be using my veg stock for my lovely cream of asparagus soup. My friends, let's get started. So I'll be right back in just a second. Thank you very much. Yeah, my friends, I'm back now. So right now I'm gonna get started. So we need about 10 basic ingredients. So of course I'm gonna weigh my ingredient, and of course I'm gonna tell you, how to go about it. So now we need asparagus. So I'm gonna weigh my asparagus. Of course, this is the asparagus, stock. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna, cut off, the bottom, but not too much. I'm gonna trim that, and of course, I'm gonna weigh it now. So that should weigh about I'm gonna tie that to 0. Yeah. So that's about 150 grams of asparagus, which is absolutely lovely, my friends. So 150 grams, that's all right. So that's a lovely bunch of asparagus, 150 grams. So I'll pop that aside. Of course, when I get started, I'm gonna wash and cut off the bottom. So I need 150 grams of asparagus, and of course, I need celery stick. So I'm gonna weigh my celery now. I'm gonna tie my scale to 0, and of course, that's 50 grams of celery sticks. That's enough, about 55 grams. So just one celery stick is enough for my lovely soup. And of course, just a medium size of onion, that's all right. About 60 grams of onion, medium size. And of course, I'm gonna use my garlic, just 1 or 2, cloves of garlic, that's all right. Now, my friends, I'll be adding cream. Of course, I'll be adding about 200 grams or 200 milliliters of cream, of milk. That's milk. I'm using semi-skim milk. And of course, a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. And of course, I have my vegetable stock in the fridge. We need about 1 liter of vegetable stock. But of course, if you have 500 milliliters of vegetable stock, that's all right. Then you can add possibly more water, and that's all right. And of course, I need a little bit of flour, about 1 tablespoon of flour, just to thicken my lovely soup. So my friend, I'm gonna get started now. So first thing to do, I'm gonna wash my veg, and of course, I'm gonna, slice them and, give a little bit of, like this one. I'm gonna slice the onion. Of course, it's for soup, so we don't need to make it perfect. We don't need to make it fine dine or something. So we just need to make, cut them roughly or whatever, put them, sweat the onion and all that. And we get started, my friends, now. Thank you very much. So my friends, I said, if you want to use a bouquet garlic, for your soup, you can do that. That's all right. You could just pop in some thyme into, your you just put some thyme there, pepper. You can put, chevy, whatever leaf you like, fresh thyme, chevy, rosemary. Tie them up with a string, and you steam it with the soup. You bring that to the boil with the soup. But of course, our bouquet garni, we don't need them. We just use them. We bring to the boil. But when we're done, you know, we take them off. We remove them from the heat, and we get rid of the veg. But of course, the nutrient is already in the soup. So that's how we make our bouquet garni. But for today, I'll not be using a bouquet garni. What I'm going to be doing, I'll just use my bay leaf alone. But I'm going to remove my bay leaf after sweating it in, with the onion. And of course, I'll remove it, while it's cooking as well, when the soup is almost ready. So, but of course, you can also use your bay leaf for your bouquet garni. You can just put it there and put your other veg, roll up, and you tie with a string. But I'm not going to be doing that now. I've just used one bay leaf. That's enough for me. So I'm going to get started, my friends, now. I don't want to waste time. This is a live stream, of course. We want to make a lovely soup, a lovely cream of asparagus soup. So thank you, my friends, for joining this live stream. Thank you very much. So now, my friends, I'm gonna set up my board. I'm gonna secure my board so it doesn't spin or move around. Yeah, that's secured now. And of course, I'm gonna wash my lovely asparagus. I love asparagus. It's absolutely nice. Very healthy, full of nutrients. And of course, I'm gonna wash my lovely, So my friends, it's time for us to wash our lovely asparagus. So I'm washing that. I'm gonna run that in cold water. That's lovely, my friends. Absolutely lovely, my friends. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's about 9 asparagus, trimming stuff. But of course, I'm going to be using 8 only. And of course, I'll use one for garnishing. Because it's an asparagus soup, so I'm going to garnish with 1 asparagus. So I'm going to put one, by the side for garnishing. It's going to be absolutely lovely, my friends. And of course, I'm gonna wash my lovely celery sticks. Of course, when you make your bouquet garni, if you don't want to put your veg in the leek before tying with the string, you can just tie them up together. That's alright. But of course, if you're adding peppercorns, you need to put it in the, in the leek, because the peppercorns might not be able to hold right there in the with the string. So now, my friends, I have my vegetable wash. So my leek, my celery is washed already, and of course the asparagus is washed. So now, my friends, I'm gonna, peel the lovely celery. I'll peel the skin. I don't like adding the skin in the celery stick. Yeah, in the soup. The skin of the celery, I don't like it. I always take it off. So that's it, my friends. So now I peel the skin, so I'm gonna pop that skin straight into the bean. I'm gonna bean that now. Right into the bean, my friends. Now, my friends, I'm gonna dice that quickly. So I finished dicing that. Now I'm gonna pop that straight into my lovely bowl. Lovely asparagus and lovely celery. So I have one celery. I'm gonna be using that for garnishing. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna trim that off. I don't want to cut too much. So I'm gonna pop this lovely asparagus. I'm gonna pop that, on my soup for garnishing. I'm gonna be using the soup bowl. So that's my soup bowl. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna, I want equal. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pop it, right on the soup. I'm gonna give it like a cross or something, and they're gonna stay very nice right there. So I'll pop that aside. So I'll be using that for my garnishing. And of course, that's trimmed. Now I'm gonna trim the rest. It's gonna be absolutely lovely, my friends. So now I'm just gonna trim that one now a little. There. You don't want to trim too much. So now, my friends, I'm gonna, cut the asparagus, chop it. So that's alright. Now I'm gonna pop that beside my lovely, celery sticks. So my asparagus, my chopped asparagus is just beside my celery. And of course, so that's my asparagus beside my lovely celery. So my friends, that's my lovely asparagus, and that's, my lovely celery. So I'm making this soup for about 3 portions, 3 portion size. And of course, that's my lovely asparagus, 2 baby asparagus for garnishing. Now, my friends, my onion, I'm gonna just roughly chop my onion. Of course, you don't want to make it finely diced or finely chopped, because we're gonna bleach or liquidize our lovely soup after cooking. We're not making a paysan. If I was making a paysan, I wouldn't have done that. I would have made it finely. You know what I mean? But of course, we're not making a paysan, or we're not making a minestrone or something. So we're just, making a normal soup. So what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna blend my soup, and of course, I'll liquidize it and just give it a rough chop. No. So I'll quickly do that, my friends. That's my garlic. Just, I'm gonna sweat my garlic. I told you, my friends, sweating your garlic is optional. It's up to you. Well, of course, when you're making soup, your onion is really important when you're making soup. Anywhere in the world, my friends. In Africa, in Asia, in Europe, in America, onion is a basic ingredient when you're making soup. Very relevant. Of course, without the onion, we're not making any soup. We need onion when we're making our soup. So my friends, now I'm gonna quickly, slice my onion. I'm gonna roughly slice that quickly. When you're working with a small onion, it's difficult to peel the skin with your hands. So, but if it's a bigger one, it's easier. Just trying to peel with my hands. I don't like to use my knife, so it's gonna bleed. So now, my friends, I'm ready to make my lovely soup. I cannot wait. I'm really excited when I'm making soup. I feel really happy, because of course you enjoy your soup with your bread. Yeah, soup are very nice for lunch. They are very good. You can have them for dinner as well, for supper. That's alright. So this is my lovely soup of the day. I said today my soup of the day is gonna be what? Cream of asparagus soup. And in French it's called Crème d'Asparagus. Yeah. So my friends, that's my lovely, my lovely onion. So I'm gonna sweat that now in olive oil. So right now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn on my oil, and of course, I'm gonna get started right away. I don't want to waste your time, my friends. So now I'm gonna get started, and of course, I made my lovely saucepan. So I'm gonna use my lovely saucepan to sweat my onion and my lovely, that's my bay leaf. So I'm gonna sweat my onion, my bay leaf, and garlic right into this lovely, saucepan. My beautiful saucepan. Now, my friends, I'm gonna weigh my milk now because I need about 200 milliliters or 200 grams of milk. So I'm gonna weigh that now. So I'm gonna weigh that now, my friends. I'm gonna put that away. I don't need that anymore. So 200 milliliters of milk straight into my lovely jug. I cannot wait to have my lovely asparagus soup. Yeah, that's 220, so I don't want it too much. Yeah. So that's alright, my friends. That's alright. So my friends, join me tomorrow for a lovely soup of the day. I'll be making the mushroom soup. Same time tomorrow. Keep your fingers crossed for mushroom soup. So this is my lovely, white stock. I said, I made this stock, 2 days ago, and of course it's right there on my playlist. on the stock playlist, so you can find that video there. Watch it and you see how I make my white vegetable stock. Of course, you could use a white chicken stock, but I'm going to be using a white vegetable stock I made. So now, my friends, I'm going to quickly sweat my lovely onion and, you know, garlic, and as well my bay leaves. So what I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil, about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Of course, you don't want to add too much. You can use your butter if you want to. That's alright. So now, my friends, I'm gonna move my camera straight, just close to the top so you can see what I'm doing, my friends. I'm ready to sweat my onion, and of course, when you make this soup, you need, your lovely wooden spoon. Yeah, that's what we need, my friends. So now I'm gonna pop that aside, and of course I'll put that away. I don't need that anymore. So now, my friends, I'm gonna move my lovely camera, close to my lovely pot quickly. Yeah, my friends, I think we're close to the, so that's the oil, so I'm gonna move it, take it around. Yeah, I'm gonna move it again. That's alright. So now, my friends, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna adjust the camera now quickly. So now, my friends, you can see what I'm doing. So now, my friends, I have right here, I have my lovely olive oil, and I'm gonna sweat my olive oil. I'm gonna sweat my onion and garlic and bay leaf right into this olive oil. I want it hot, and of course, I don't want to sweat with color. I'm gonna sweat with that color. So let's leave it to heat up. I'll be right back in just a second. Thank you very much. So now, my friends, I'm gonna sweat my onion and garlic. That's my lovely onion. I'm gonna pop that right in there. Onion. You can see what I'm doing, my friends. You can see that. That's absolutely lovely, my friends. Garlic. Bay leaf. So now, my friends, sorry about that, my friends. Now I'm gonna quickly, I'll keep stirring. You know, when you're moving your camera, anything can happen. So you see, my friends, what happened just now. So now I'm gonna quickly sweat my onion with that color, and of course I'm gonna sweat my celery straight into my lovely onion and garlic quickly. You can see that, my friends. You see that? So I'm sweating with that color. That's what I'm doing, my friends. And of course, I'm gonna add my lovely vegetable stock. You need about 500 milliliters of, vegetable stock. Now about 1 liter, my friends, about 1 liter of vegetable stock. That's what we need, precisely. About 1 liter of vegetable stock. Now I have my white stock right in there. Now I'm gonna pop my, lovely asparagus straight into my lovely soup. And I'm going to add a little bit of flour, about a tablespoon of flour, just about a tablespoon to thicken the soup. Just pop it in there. For thickening, you can use your corn flour if you want to. It's up to you, my friends. So now, I'm gonna stir everything up. It's gonna be absolutely amazing, my friends. Look at that. So of course, my friends, I said I'm gonna be using this for garnishing, and of course, if I want to garnish my asparagus, with my lovely asparagus soup, I'm not gonna be using a raw asparagus. Of course, I need it cooked, So of course, I'm gonna cook it right into this lovely soup. So when it's almost cooked, I'm gonna remove it, and of course I'm gonna garnish it with my lovely soup. So I'll remove it when it's time for me to do that. I'll bring that to the boil, and of course I'm gonna add my seasoning. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt and a little bit of, you don't want to add too much salt. A little bit of salt, and of course black pepper. A little bit of black pepper. You don't want to add too much, isn't it? That's enough. So I'll set that aside, and of course, So I'll bring that to the boil. Then when it's almost cooked, I'm going to add my cream. So you don't add your cream too early. So I'll allow this to boil away. So I'm going to try that and see how it tastes. Tastes nice. So let's leave that to cook away, to boil away, and of course, I'm going to pop my lid on it and allow that to boil away. So let's give it some time. I'll be right back in just a second. Thank you very much. So my friends, you can see it's cooking. So I said I'm gonna leave it to boil away for about 35 minutes. But it's already been cooking for like 10 minutes now. So we have about 25 minutes more. So I need to keep cooking that. You can leave the lid open, the pot open and without a lid if you want to, that's alright. So I'm gonna, time my soup now. So I'm gonna add 23 minutes more. So in 23 minutes I'm gonna liquidize my soup. I'm gonna blend it, and of course after blending, that's start. So after blending, I'm gonna pass it through a strainer, and after passing it through a strainer, I'm gonna add my lovely cream to thicken the soup. So I'm not gonna add my cream now until I blend and pass it. So I'll pop that back in the fridge. So now, my friends, I'm gonna push back my camera to its usual position. So of course, I said before, I'm gonna use my, my baby asparagus for garnishing. So now I'm gonna push my camera back, and of course, I need to adjust it again. So now, my friends, I'm gonna push that back carefully. To make a live stream is not easy, my friends. If I was making another plated video, it's gonna be easier for me. Well, of course, when you make a live stream, you don't want to make any mistake. You want to be careful. Yeah, I push it down. Yeah, I'm gonna clean my work surface now, my friends. Of course, my friends, when you're watching a movie, you know what I mean? Like, they always show the mistake from a movie. Anything could happen, but they always show it to let viewers know no one is perfect, isn't it? So this is a live stream. You could see any mistake, of course. But anyway, I'm really careful. I don't want to make any mistake. I want to make something perfect for my viewers. So my friends, now I finished cleaning my work surface. So yeah. So my friends, I have 20 minutes only, So my friends, I said in 20 minutes time, I'm gonna, remove my lovely soup, and of course, I'm gonna blend it. I'm gonna adjust my camera again. Yeah, so my friends, I said today I'm making a lovely soup called the asparagus soup, and of course I'm adding milk, so it's called the cream of asparagus soup, and of course it's in French, it's called Crème de Asparagus. So that's what they call it. That's what we call it in French. And of course, this is a lovely soup. Asparagus is really healthy and it's very nice. It's good for the body. Of course, it's nutritious. Very nice soup. Of course, I'm gonna be enjoying my soup with bread, and of course, I'm gonna garnish with my lovely baby asparagus. So now, my friends, I said the recipes. I'm gonna tell you the recipes again. How I made this lovely soup, and of course, we're almost there. It's almost ready. So it's cooking away, it's boiling away, and of course, when it's time, I'm gonna blend it, strain it, and of course, add, bring it. I'm gonna reboil it, and of course, I'm gonna add, correct for seasoning, and of course, I'm gonna add. So I'm gonna take off the lid. I don't need the lid on it now. I'll leave it open. So so let's leave that to cook for 17 minutes. We have 17 minutes more. So in 17 minutes more, our lovely soup is gonna be ready. I love soup of the day. Of course, it's good to make different soup every day. It's not good to eat the same soup every day. Today it could be carrot soup. Tomorrow it could be cauliflower soup. Tomorrow it could be tomato soup, and of course it could be mushroom soup. Asparagus soup or whatever. Chicken soup. Of course, soup of the day. When you say soup of the day, it means the very type of soup for that day, and of course it could be any type of soup. So that's what we do in the restaurant. In the restaurant, it's a soup of the day. What's the soup of the day? It means the soup made for that day means soup of the day. So when you check my thumbnail, you're gonna see soup of the day. It means what am I cooking for the day? What soup am I making for the day? That's what I mean by soup of the day. So that's the term they use in culinary and in the restaurant. Soup of the day, and that's it. But of course, my soup of the day is cream of asparagus soup. And I said in French, it's called Crème de Asparagus. So my friends, thank you for joining this live stream, and thank you for watching me live right here on YouTube. And of course, I cannot do this live stream without the support from my viewers. Of course, if you are not joining this live stream, please, you have not yet subscribed, just please click the subscribe button, and of course, turn on the notification bell, so you get notified, whenever I upload a new video, and of course, whenever I go live on YouTube. The notification bell, turn it on so you don't miss the latest from Cook with Chef Francis. So I remain Francis by name, and of course, I'm making it right here. I'm not, making fake food or whatever. My recipes are for real. My ingredients are for real. If you check out my playlist, my friends, you'll find out that I have a live stream playlist, and of course, this is about 23rd live stream now. I've made different live stream because my viewers encourage me to do that, so that they want to learn from start to finish how I make everything. Of course, when I'm making an upload, when you make upload, you could fast forward, and of course, someone might be a little bit confused, what am I doing or something. But right here on live stream, I make it from start to finish, and of course, I show everything, how I make it. I don't fast forward because it's a live stream. You cannot hide anything, of course. You want to show your viewers that you can do it, and of course, you want to do it in the perfect way without any mistake. And of course, right here, I do it perfect. I make it right recipes, and of course, I don't make fake recipes. So my friends, check out my live stream play. You're gonna find how I made you know shortbread biscuit, from start to finish, you know, using the whole milk, the wheat flour, and of course the normal white flour, and of course you can find how I made the wholemeal bread, ciabatta bread, baguette, muffins. I made banana muffins, blueberry muffins, and of course I made scones or scones. I made that, and of course, you know, I made carrot soup. I made vegetable stock. I also made you know, butter bean soup, carrot and butter bean soup. Now asparagus soup, and of course tomorrow I'll be making the mushroom soup. So check out the live stream play. You're gonna find, lots of, I even made sponge cake, the Genoa sponge cake from Italy. There's lots of things I've done on the live stream. Of course, if you check my normal upload, my videos, you find out I made, dishes from all over the world. And of course, you check out the live stream again. I said I made the Japanese tempura for my friends in Japan. From Japan, you know what I mean. Japanese tempura. It's a very nice dish. So I'm going to say arigato to my Japanese friends again. Lovely dish, lovely. I love the Japanese tempura. It's absolutely crispy on the outside, of course, full of flavor, and of course, nourishing dish. And of course, my friends, you can check out my soup of the day playlist. You're gonna find lots of soup, or soup lovers, you know what I mean. You're gonna find lots of soup. So I'm gonna be making more soup, and I'm gonna upload more soup on my soup of the day playlist. And my friends, you can check out my dessert playlist. You're gonna find lots of dessert, cakes, sweet pastries, biscuits, cookies, right there, the pancakes and all that. Check out my starters and main course playlist as well. You're gonna find lovely dishes, and of course, you can also check out, my bread playlist. Raisin bread, sandwich bread, milk bread, honey bread, wholemeal bread, ciabatta, baguette, lots of bread. I'm making that kind of bread. So I promise you, this January, my friends, I'll be making more soup, more sauces, more stock. You can also check out, I made mayonnaise, I made mayonnaise. You can check that video out. I made different kind of cakes from all over the world. Of course, the vanilla cake, the chocolate cake, the sponge cake, the rich fruit cake. I made lots of cakes, my friend. The Queen Victoria cake, sponge cake. So my friends, keep watching my channel, keep sharing my videos, give it a like. Of course, let people know there's a wonderful station like this, running on YouTube, making it real on YouTube. Of course, I'm still growing, my friends, but I'm making my best. I'm trying my best to do nice and lovely videos, and of course trying to teach my viewers from start to finish how to cook these lovely dishes right here on YouTube. So I remain Francis by name, and this is Cook with Chef Francis live on YouTube, making it on YouTube. And of course, this is a food vlog, and you see that's why I always talk to entertain my viewers, and of course tell them what's going on in the culinary field, and of course tell them how to go about, our lovely dishes right here on YouTube. Thank you, my friends, for, staying put to this channel, for watching this channel, of course, for supporting me. I love you all, my friends. So now, I'm going to check what's going on in my lovely asparagus soup. It's going to be really a lovely soup. So of course, I need to get my blender. I need my blender to blend my lovely soup, and of course I'm going to strain my soup. I'm going to strain it. I'm going to pass it. You can pass it through a chinois. If you don't have a chinois, you can use a normal strainer to strain your lovely soup. And of course, after straining the soup, I'm gonna blend it. And after blend, I'm gonna strain it through a chinois. And after straining it, of course, I'm gonna add the cream. And when I add the cream, that's my milk. When I add the milk, and of course, it's gonna be called cream of asparagus soup. And of course, it's gonna be called in French. Gonna be called, crème de asparagus. So my friends, of course, you'll be wondering why am I straining the soup. Of course, we need to strain it because you could have some, from particles right in there. Of course, from the asparagus. So we need to, You need to strain it. Same with the mushroom. But of course, if I was making a carrot soup, you don't need to strain it. Just like what I did yesterday, I liquidized it straight away. Cook it with the cream, and of course, it came out really nice. Not with the cream, I beg your pardon, with the beans, and it came out really nice, my friends. So now, my friends, we have just 8 minutes more. So I'm going to check what's going on, and of course, I'm going to bring that lovely soup cooking in the pot and show you the saucepan and show you what's going on and see if it's almost ready. So now, my friends, what I'm going to do now, you see, is almost ready. Look at that, and the water is almost dry now. So this is for 3 portions. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to remove my asparagus. This is the one I'm going to be using for garnishing. You can see it's nice and soft already, so it shows it's ready. I'm going to pop that there, and of course the second one is nice and soft, so I'm going to pop it there. So I'm going to be using that for garnishing. Of course, you don't want to use a raw asparagus for garnishing. So now, my friends, I'm going to try one asparagus and see if it's ready. That's it, my friend. The asparagus is already cooked. So now, my friends, I'm going to move the camera again and show you what I'm going to do next. Alright, no need to move the camera, my friends. So what I'm going to do now, I'll turn on the hob. It's not your time to put the milk. I'm going to liquidize it right here. So you see what I'm doing, my friends. So now, my friends, the lovely soup is ready, and of course I checked it. I checked for seasoning, and of course, my friends, this soup tastes absolutely nice and absolutely sensational. So now, my friends, I'm going to remove that from the hob, allow that to cool a little. It's already 5 minutes more, so I'm going to turn that off. That's alright. So you can cook that for about 30 minutes, that's fine. If you cook that for 30 minutes, that's fine. So my friends, I'm going to allow this to cool down for 5 minutes. So in 5 minutes, I'm going to liquidize this lovely soup, and of course, I'm going to strain it. I'm going to pass it through a chinois, or you can use your normal sieve. So I'm going to grab my sieve now. So that's my lovely strainer. You can use that or your chinois to strain your lovely soup. So now, my friends, I'm happy to have my asparagus for garnishing right there. So I need a blender, my friends. So my friend has a lovely blender, so I'm going to pop that, right here. So I'll be using that to blend my lovely soup. So I'll be right back in just 1 minute while we allow this to cool away. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm just dancing. I cannot play hip hop and R&B because I'm gonna get penalized. So I'm dancing with the non-copyright music. So my friends, we're almost ready. So I'm gonna liquidize my lovely asparagus soup, and of course I'm gonna strain it through a strainer, and of course pop it back in a clean saucepan, and of course add my lovely milk, and of course reheat it, reboil it, and our lovely soup is gonna be ready. So my friends, sit back, relax and enjoy. And of course you can see this is my lovely asparagus. I'll be using that for garnishing. I already cooked it together with the lovely you know asparagus. So that's it, my friends, for garnishing. So I'll set that aside, and of course I'm gonna start blending my lovely soup. That's my lovely soup bowl. I'll be using that for plating. So now, my friends, you can use a food processor to blend or liquidize your soup, or you could also use a strong blender. Of course, this is very strong. Of course, you want to blend your soup when it's hot, but not extremely hot. But if you have a very strong blender or a strong food processor, of course, you can always liquidize it when it's very hot. So now I'm gonna get my ladle. I need a ladle. Of course, when you're making soup, you need a ladle. So I'll show you that's the lovely asparagus, soup. So I'm gonna pop that straight into my lovely, blender. So I'm gonna do it twice. I'm gonna blend it 2 times. I don't want to blend it once, just twice. So now that's gonna be for garnishing. So I'm gonna strain my lovely soup right in here. It's gonna be absolutely amazing, my friends, absolutely sensational. So now my friends, I'm gonna put the lid on, and of course you can see this is a very powerful blender. Sounds very nice. So I'm gonna check what's going on. This is absolutely amazing. I love the color. It looks really colorful and nice and green. Of course, you want to check your asparagus. It should be nice and green with snap. Your asparagus should be very nice and green. Of course, to get a very nice and green soup. So that's absolutely ready, my friends. So now I'm gonna quickly liquidize that, strain that, I'm gonna strain it into my lovely strainer. You can see that, my friends, I'm straining my lovely soup. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna use that, to make it pass easily. Of course, we're straining it just because of any particles left. We're gonna get rid of the particles. And that's how we're straining it before we add our cream. You can use your chinois if you have a chinois. So now, my friends, I'm gonna wash it again. I'm gonna wash my lovely strainer, and I'm gonna use that again to strain the other one. You can see how nice and thick the soup is. Nice and green. Lovely asparagus soup. I cannot wait to have this soup. It's going to be absolutely sensational, my friends. So now, my friends, I'm going to remove my bay leaf. Don't forget to remove your bay leaf. I said you can make a bouquet garni if you want to. But of course, I'm not making a bouquet garni. So I'm going to just use that. And I've used that already. So I'm going to pour that in the bin. This is a lovely soup. It's nice and green. And look at that, my friend. Nice and green. Of course, I've not added my milk. If I add my milk, you're going to see what I'm talking about, my friends. Nice and green soup. I love it. Absolutely sweet, my friend. This is really amazing. So now, my friends, I'm going to pop my remaining lovely, asparagus right into this lovely soup. I beg your pardon. Right into this lovely blender. This is absolutely sensational, my friends. I love it. I love soup for lunch. It's really mouth-watering when you make soup for lunch, and of course you enjoy it with your bread. Of course, you don't want to be eating same soup every day. You want to make your own soup of the day. You make different soup every day. You want to make your broth, your minestrone, your paysan, or whatever. That's absolutely nice, my friends. So now, my friends, I'm gonna lovely, blend again. So nice and perfect. So you want to blend for 1 to 2 minutes. You don't want to blend for long because you're making soup. You know what I mean, my friends? So now, my friends, in the next 1 minute, I'm gonna stop this blender, and of course, I'm gonna, pass it again through a strainer, and of course, I'm gonna reheat or reboil and add my lovely cream. And it's gonna be super amazing, of course, adding this lovely, steamed asparagus. I'm gonna use the asparagus for garnishing, of course. It's gonna be absolutely sensational. I don't want to talk too much, my friends. Let's wait and see what we're gonna have, at the end. So now, my friends, I'm done, blending my lovely soup. I finished liquidizing. So now I'm done liquidizing my soup. So of course, what next, my friends? I'm gonna pass this through my lovely strainer. Soups are easy to make. You don't need, you see, within an hour we're making soup, so it doesn't really take time. You know what I mean, my friends? It's easy to make soup, but of course, it's easy, but of course we could ruin it as well. Of course, when someone adds too much of salt in soup, you know what I mean? Become tasteless, my friend. So now I'm gonna pass it again through my lovely blender, my lovely strainer, I beg your pardon. And of course, I'm gonna use my spoon. To gently pass it through the lovely strainer. And of course, this lovely soup is for 3 people, 3 portions, you know what I mean? It could be for 4 portions, bro. It's perfect for 3 people. So now, my friends, I'm gonna try and see how lovely it is. Tastes absolutely nice, my friend. This is super amazing, my friend. I cannot wait to have this soup. It's absolutely nice. Absolutely nice, my friends. I don't want to lie, this is absolutely nice. You need to try it, my friends. So now, yeah, my friends, we're gonna do the last thing now, which is we're boiling or reheating our lovely soup. I'm gonna reheat my soup now. Yeah. You can see that how nice it is. Look at the lovely consistency. It looks absolutely nice. So I'm gonna add the milk now. I'm gonna pop that straight into this lovely saucepan, you know. And of course, I'm gonna add milk. I'm using the semi-skim milk. And of course, after adding milk, I'm gonna add, no, I'm just gonna heat it up after adding it. That's it, my friends. You can have yours like that if you don't want to add milk. You know, this is really lovely, my friends. So you can just add, you know, you can just use it without adding milk. You know what I mean? So now I'm gonna turn on the hob, you know, and reheat this lovely. Look at that, my friends. It looks, you know, absolutely amazing, my friends. So now, my friends, I'm gonna pop in my milk, you know, and I'm gonna reheat it. I'm gonna add, you know, I added about 200 milliliters of milk, so I'm gonna reheat it. I'm gonna reboil, so it's gonna be thick. That's absolutely amazing, my friends. I love it. Nice asparagus soup. It looks absolutely amazing, my friends. So now I'm gonna move the camera again to show you what's going on, because I'm reboiling. So I need you to see what I'm doing, my friends. So I'm gonna move it again quickly. Yeah. So my friends, you can see I'm gonna adjust again carefully. So my friends, we are reheating that. I want that to boil away, you know. So the cream is in there, and of course, it's gonna be lovely soup. You know, this is a lovely asparagus soup. I love it. It's gonna be nice. I'm gonna enjoy it with my lovely wheat bread, homemade bread. So my friends, this is what I'm talking about. Cream of asparagus soup. Of course, it's absolutely amazing. You know, this is one of the best soup I ever made. It's really amazing, my friends. So my friends, I'm going to tell you the recipe again for the last time, because I'm going to end this live stream in 10 minutes, my friends. So right here, my friends, I have with me my lovely cream of asparagus soup. And what recipe did I use? Of course, you know, if you have your pen and your jotter, you can write down, my friends. Of course, what I did was to weigh my asparagus. Of course, I weigh 200 grams of asparagus, and of course about 200 grams, but precisely it was 160 grams of asparagus, about 8 asparagus stalks, trimmings, and of course I remove one of those asparagus stalk trimming, and of course I cut them in half, and of course I'll use that for garnishing. But I have to cook it together with the soup, so that I don't want to eat a garnished asparagus that is not cooked. So now, my friends, what I did was to weigh about 160 grams of asparagus. I set that aside, and of course I use about 60 grams of onion, brown onion. Of course, you don't want to cook your soup without onion. And of course, my friends, what I did again, I added, 2 garlic cloves, and of course, it came out absolutely nice. What I did was to chop my garlic, roughly chop it. Of course, you don't wanna, you don't wanna, chop the garlic, finely, because you're still gonna bleed it. You know what I mean? You're still gonna liquidize your garlic. So for what I did was to chop it finely, and of course my onion, I sliced my onion, and of course, my friends, I added a little bit of salt and pepper. I added about, yes, that's almost thick, and of course I added about a pinch of salt, and of course a pinch of pepper, a pinch of salt, and of course a pinch of black pepper. So what did I do, my friends? I added about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. That's about 2 tablespoons, right? I added it in my saucepan. And what did I do next? After adding 2 tablespoons of olive oil in the saucepan, then I sweated my onion, and my lovely, my sliced onion. I sweated it right here in the olive oil with the garlic, and of course I added 1 bay leaf. I sweated the bay leaf, the onion and garlic right into the olive oil. My friends, I said you could make a bouquet garni, and of course you could use your thyme, your peppercorns, your sherry, your lovely herbs. You can just tie them with strings, and of course cook it together with the lovely soup. Well, of course, you're going to remove that later, because you don't want to bleed it or liquidize it together with the soup. So what I did, my friends, I removed the bay leaf. I just use only bay leaf. So I removed my bay leaf, and of course I sweat my bay leaf together with my onion, and of course with my garlic, and of course I removed the bay leaf later on. And my friends, what I did, I sweated my celery. My celery is just 1 celery sticks, about 50 grams, and of course I sweated it together with my onion, garlic, and of course with my bay leaf. And after that, I added my stock. I added about 800 milliliters of stock. You could use about 1 liter. It's up to you. You could use 500. Just it depends on how thick you want your soup is and how watery it is, because everyone is different. You want to drink soup that is a little bit watery or thicker. So I use about, that's almost ready. I use about 800 milliliters of vegetable stock of the white. So you can use your chicken stock, it's up to you. But I made my vegetable stock right here, and I told you I have that on my playlist, on the stock playlist. You can check that out, and of course watch it and see how I made it from start to finish. Check out my live stream playlist as well. You can find it there with my stock playlist. So my friends, what I did was to also add my after adding vegetable stock, I added the chopped or diced asparagus, and that's why I cook everything together, and of course together with the garnished asparagus. So my friends, what I did, I cooked that for some time, for about 2 minutes, of course, and I added salt and pepper, and and I cover everything up, and stir everything and cover it up. You could leave yours open, that's up to you, but I wanted to cook quickly, so I put my lid on it. Well, you don't need to put your lid on it. And of course, I allow that to cook for about 30 minutes, and in 30 minutes, in about 15 minutes or 20 minutes, I remove the other asparagus for garnishing, and of course, I left the soup to cook for about 30 minutes, and after 30 minutes, what I did was to allow it to cook for another like 3 minutes. But I say if you use a strong food processor or whatever, you don't need to allow the soup to cook. You can just start bleaching it straight away. You can liquidize it straight away. So my friend, what I did was to allow it to cool down for about 2 minutes. And of course, I liquidized it with my blender, and I blended it. And of course, I passed it to a strainer. And after passing it to a strainer, I pop it back in a new pot, in a new saucepan. Of course, I want to reboil it, and of course, I'm doing that. I'm reboiling with milk, and I added about 200 milliliters of milk. So now it's going to be cream of asparagus soup. So if you don't want it to be cream of asparagus soup, what you need to do is just to enjoy your soup without the milk. So you can see how nice the soup is. So it's up to you, my friends. You want your soup too thick or too watery, but you can see this very nice consistency. You know what I mean, my friends. You want to enjoy your soup. You don't want to make your soup too watery, or you don't want it too thick. So you see, my friends, our soup is almost ready, and of course it's gonna be nice and perfect. And of course, it's already absolutely amazing, my friend. Look at that. That's a lovely cream of asparagus soup. It looks absolutely amazing. I love the milk right in there. So if you don't want too much cream, you can just put a little bit of cream. It's up to you, my friends. You don't want to add too much, isn't it? So I'm going to try it again, and I'm going to tell you what's going on. My friends, this is, absolutely amazing, my friends. So I cannot wait to have this soup. So my friends, please make sure you try to make yours at home, and of course it's absolutely nice and amazing, my friends. This is really gorgeous. So I'll leave that to boil away again, and of course I'm gonna plate my soup, and I'm gonna finish up with garnish. It's gonna be absolutely amazing, my friends. It's gonna be, it's gonna look absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Look at that, my friends. It looks absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Lovely soup. So my friends, thank you for your patience, and thank you for watching this live stream. Of course, I'm gonna be plating my soup in the next 5 minutes, and of course, in 5 minutes, I'm gonna end this live stream. This is really lovely, my friends. I love it. Lovely soup. Nice and perfect. It looks amazing, my friends. So now, my friends, I'm gonna turn my hob off, and now I'm gonna plate my soup, and I'm gonna show you how this lovely soup came out. Nice and green, nice and colorful. Look at that, my friends. It looks absolutely amazing, my friends. So now I'm gonna plate the soup. Now I'm gonna pull back my camera, and of course I'm gonna show you how this lovely soup came out. So I'm gonna adjust my camera again, my friends. So now, my friends, I'm gonna show you how the soup came out. Of course, I'm gonna show you the final result of the soup. It looks absolutely amazing, my friends. So this is absolutely amazing. It's lovely. So I'm gonna garnish with my lovely, asparagus. So I'm gonna pull that, time for plating, my friends. So my friends, look at the steam from the soup. You can see you want to serve your soup. Of course, your soup need to be hot, and of course, I'm gonna check the temperature with my probe. It need to be about 65, some 63. That's alright. But of course, you want it super hot, so that's why we need to probe it to check. If it's really good for the consumers to eat. That's really alright. It's about 70 degrees. That's good. Nice and hot soup. So it's safe to eat my soup. So of course, I'm gonna pour back my probe. That's my probe, my thermometer. I'm gonna put that back, and of course, now I'm gonna serve my lovely soup, into my lovely soup bowl. Look at that, my friends. Lovely, nice, So that's enough for 2 to 3 portions, my friends. Looks absolutely amazing, my friends. Lovely, asparagus soup. It looks absolutely amazing, my friends. Look at that, my friends. Lovely soup, my friend. Lovely. I love it. Lovely soup, my friend. So my friends, you can see how lovely the soup is. Look at the steam from the soup. And of course, you can just finish up with your asparagus on it. That's it, my friends. Looks absolutely amazing, my friend. So my friends, thank you, for watching. Look at that. Look at the asparagus on it. Absolutely amazing. Nice garnish. Look at that. Lovely asparagus soup. So my friends, thank you for watching, this lovely soup, and thank you, for joining this live stream, and thank you for supporting me. My friends, tomorrow I'm gonna make another lovely soup called the mushroom soup. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. For the mushroom lovers, please stay connected to watch how I'm gonna make my lovely mushroom soup. So it's gonna be a lovely mushroom soup, and of course, I made the asparagus now, and 2 days ago I made the carrot and bean soup, the butter bean soup. So thank you, my friends, for watching, and for those who just tuned in, and of course you can watch the replay. If you've never watched the replay before, you can watch it, and of course, if you're not yet subscribed, you can, click the subscribe button, turn on the bell, and of course, you don't get, so that you don't miss the latest. From Cook with Chef Francis. So my name is Francis, and of course, this is Cook with Chef Francis live on YouTube, making it real on YouTube. So I'll see you tomorrow, same time tomorrow, 1 p.m. UK time. Within 1 or 2 p.m. UK time, I'll be live again, to make another lovely soup called the mushroom soup. So thank you for watching me on how I made this lovely asparagus soup today, and I hope you're gonna try it, and of course I hope to get feedback from my viewers who have tried, who's gonna try this. It's absolutely amazing. It tastes absolutely great. It's lovely cream asparagus soup, and of course I said in French it's called Crème de Asparagus. So thank you, my friends, and thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow, same time. So for my Romanian friends watching me, I say la revedere, of course. Merci, ciao, bye bye. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Bye bye.